Welcome to the Midwest Whitetail East Show. This is November the 25th, and changing the scenery big time. This evening, I'm going to be hunting in Alabama, and that's the first time I've hunted in Alabama in a while. I started having a pretty nice buck show up. Matter of fact, he's real nice. But I've scouted this property extensively. It's only about 40 acres, really. I'm going to walk this fence line down. I'm going to pop right into the back of this tripod with the wind in my face, and I'm going to watch this whole big bottom with a 30-06. So I'm telling you, it could get interesting. I think that's all I've been getting on camera. Pretty nice. 8 point. Spooked a deer coming to me. It's the evening of November the 26th, and I'm back at the farm I hunted this morning and yesterday evening, seeing a ton of deer in here. And what it is, it's a cut cornfield, but the big deer I've got on camera, I have not saw him yet. So he's a super 8 point, probably near 140. I mean, big, heavy mass, big mature buck. The wind is perfect. This big weather front's moving through. Rain is tapering off as we speak. Wind's rolled straight out of the west. It's going to be rolling over to the northwest overnight. So this will be my last chance to set this stand for a few days. I'll have to make some sort of an adjustment. It's exciting, man. Just to know you're in the game on a real big deer, it feels pretty good. So go ahead and get back there and touch base with you when I get set up. That's that. And just like that, we've made a harvest. He went straight down. That's a real nice spot. Just took me a deep breath, and as soon as he had a deer in behind him, as soon as I kind of let him clear that, he picked his head up, put it right on his shoulder and squeezed it. See his rag sticking up too. Boy, he's pretty. That is the deer. I've been impatiently waiting for this since November the 14th. That's the day this deer showed up on trail camera. And he's a pretty nice one. Well, now that we've calmed down and had a few minutes to collect our thoughts, I kind of wanted to go over just a little bit more about this hunt and how it all played out, because I first started running cameras back here just as soon as they cut the corn. It's a small parcel, so there's not a whole lot of real estate to work with, less than 40 acres. And I got back in here under the power lines, found the bedding, and found a water hole. And I ran a camera there until that water dried up, because we've been in a severe drought just this entire summer. It quit in August, and it's just now starting to rain a little. So, but I did not have any big bucks on that camera at all, you know, leading up to season. Then sometime later, after they cut the corn, I came back here and scouted, and I found a few scrapes, and I dropped a trail camera on it. And that camera ran for probably, I don't know exactly how long I ran it, but for several weeks. And then November the 14th is the first time this deer showed up. It had been 6 days, I think, since he had showed up on camera. But after I sat here, I noticed that it's a wonder I got his picture at all. It's a Christmas miracle, honestly, because none of those deer, or very few of them, are even going where the camera is. But I accessed behind a grown-up fence row where the deer couldn't see me coming and going. Popped right into the back of that stand. I was able to get into it. They're moving good, and it's just going to continue to get better. So that's a wrap for my first tag of the year, Alabama. It's the first buck I've shot in Alabama in a long time. I mean, I would have to go back to, I would be afraid to say, it would have to be that buck at the refuge. Remember that, Lee?
Yeah.
He was with me. So that was like 04. Going forward, it's rocking in Tennessee. I've got nice bucks showing up on farms everywhere. So it's just gonna be a roller coaster for the next few weeks, and we've got to get after it. Welcome to Midwest Whitetail. It is December the 3rd, and we're looking for a birthday buck. Got Bree with me this morning. It's her birthday. It's arguably my favorite day of the year, and we're going back to an awesome spot. It's a spot I spent a lot of time in early season. I scouted here a ton. The rut's wide open. We got a long walk back there in the dark, and the sky is already starting to light up in the east. So we're going to get to trekking, and once we get set up in the blind, we'll talk a little more about it, and I expect us to see some action this morning. It's a real good one, Marie.
Get on my knees.
Yeah, let's think about what we're going to
Okay. He's walking.
Yeah. He's going back toward the woods.
There he goes. He's going the other way. Oh, that's a big one, Daddy. Yeah.
I don't know if we want you to shoot him or not.
Is that him?
No, it's not him. I don't know, Bree. I think we can do better.
Okay.
We already seen a bigger one than that. We just need to wait.
See a 2-year-old.
Probably 3. All right, it's about 9 o'clock on December the 3rd, and it's been a fun morning. We got our heart rate up twice. We had this big white 8-point come out this morning. And of course, just couldn't see his body at all, just his rack. And that's one of our shooters. And then a little later, we ended up having another buck. It looked like, I mean, I don't know, I'm undetermined if he was 2 or 3. A big long body, but rack wasn't much to it. He was a 8-point with a sticker. So we let him slide to catch and release. We probably saw 15 deer, and the fact that we're sitting on a field edge in the morning and still seeing that many deer, that's great. Camera's been getting several deer, you know, in the 8 o'clock hour this week, so I'm afraid that our action's fixing to slow down a little. But this evening, we're gonna come right back to this spot. Now, we may not be sitting in this blind. If this wind switches out of the west, northwest, like it's supposed to, that north's gonna keep us from sitting right here. We're gonna have to move down to the dam end of the pond. Now, I believe we can get in that duck blind, and that may make for an interesting hunt. But if we can see that back corner from that duck blind, we're gonna sit there. If we can't, then we'll bury up on the ground somewhere right over there around one of those cedars and get hid, and just get to where we've got the wind in our favor. So it's probably gonna be a wrap for our morning hunt. We'll see y'all back in just a couple hours. It's the evening of December the 3rd, and we're back in looking for our birthday buck. So, as you saw this morning, we got really close. We had one of those nice, mature bucks come out on us, and all we could see was his head and antlers. We never did get an opportunity to actually shoot. This evening, the wind's kind of switched on us. It was southwest this morning, and it's rolling around out of the northwest. It's got a real strong west in it now, but we dropped down to one of the duck blinds. So honestly, it's the very first time I've ever deer hunted out of a duck blind. But you gotta get where the deer are, and this is what gives us the advantage, and probably, possibly, even a closer shot if those bucks come back out where they did this morning. Like, this is a better situation, honestly. So there was already 2 deer in the field when we came up, so I'm expecting a lot of good movement tonight.
What are they all looking at?
I don't know.
Whatever it is, it's on the other side of the beach.
Pretty sure it's that same one from this morning with the kicker point.
What is it?
It's a big-bodied deer. It's a real big-bodied deer, and I can't see its head. It's gotta be a buck. Yep, it's a buck. Look. Don't let him. It's a shooter. Just hang on. He's at the water. Go ahead and get your safety off.
It is.
All right. Wait on him to turn. All right, you good right there?
Yeah.
Right behind the shoulder and shoot. Bree, you just got a birthday buck. Go ahead and rack another one right quick. Let's make sure. How about that? Did you feel the gun kick? Wasn't too bad, was it?
It's a little different than mine. It's a lot louder in here.
I think I got more tore up than Bree. Golly, it's amazing.
What's that?
You know what? I love having all the highs and none of the lows. To be honest with you, my heart,
You were shaking.
my heart rate was up. Well, hey, how about we go look at a big giant 8-point
Let's go.
while we got some daylight?
I'm ready.
Let's go see him. Do you recognize who that is? It's the one we was looking at this morning on the trail camera. That.
I drilled in. Look.
Good job, babe. Good job. Well, mission accomplished. We got a birthday buck. Big time too, didn't we, Bree? Yeah, so excellent day. It's arguably my favorite day of the year. December the 3rd has been good to me. I've shot bucks on this date and just, they are rocking at home when you get to the first week of December. This is the first one you've ever got on December the 3rd.
Yep, first birthday buck.
First birthday buck ever, and hopefully the first of many. But this story goes way back. I started watching this farm closely just as soon as the corn was harvested. So I knew there was a water hole here in this corner, but it's been so dry that it finally dried up. Well, we got quite a bit of rain over the last few days, and if we'd have really known that, like this morning, we might have got that big wide one, because that's exactly what they were doing. They were drinking right here and they just went right back to bed. But lucky for him, this one came out first tonight. It was a pretty intense sit. It just feels good to call your shot and only really have one day between Bree having school and work and just got a new house and don't know if she's coming or going. That's 2 years in a row that she's got a buck in one day. So I don't know if she's the luckiest deer hunter alive or what, but happy birthday.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Thank you, Daddy.
That's a heck of a deer, baby. I love you.
Love you.
Well, tell them.
And thank you for watching Midwest Whitetail.
Yeah, what she said. Happy birthday, Bree.
Thank you.